Hi guys, this is Shukesh once again and welcome to the episode 2 of the awesome tips and tricks series videos on the all new Samsung Galaxy Note 7. And if you missed the episode 1, then don't worry, you can obviously watch that after this one. I will drop the link in the description below. Now this video series is to show off some amazing features, some feet tapping tips and tricks, gestures which are not obvious on this beautiful masterpiece by Samsung. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the Smart Switch feature. You can copy content from your old device to this new Note 7 via USB, and your old device can be a non-Samsung Android device, an iPhone or a BlackBerry device. Any iPhone running on iOS 5 and above are supported, and as you know, your Note 7 comes with an OTG adapter, that is a Type-C to USB adapter, and you can either use that or you can buy a separate cable just like this one I bought from Amazon for around 500 rupees, that is approximately $8, which works just fine. So let me give you a quick demo, and I will also show you how to charge your Note 7 using the battery of your iPhone or any other device. You can also do the opposite, that is you can use the battery of Note 7 and charge your other smartphones. Now let's connect this iPhone 6s Plus to this Note 7 and show you how to copy content. Once you connect, you will get these three options. Make sure you click on the Smart Switch application which is preloaded into your Note 7. On the other hand, if your old device is running on Android, then you need to download Samsung Smart Switch application from the Play Store. If it's an iPhone, then as I mentioned before, if the iOS version is 5 or above, then it's okay, there is nothing to download, though I suggest you to disable the iMessages on your iPhone. Now the Note 7 will act as a computer and will get access to almost all the data you have on your old device. That includes your browser bookmarks, memos, your call logs, messages, etc. You must have already noticed the iPhone is actually charging using the battery of Note 7, and there is basically an arrow sign showing on the battery of your Note 7 which denotes this phone's battery is charging other device. So swipe down your status bar and just below media device connected you will get this option. So now you can choose whether you want to charge your Note 7 or supply power to other devices. So basically your Note 7 becomes a power bank. Next time you are on a trip, if your phone runs out of battery, you can use your friend's phone. And I also want to show you that for copying content, you need to select transferring media files, otherwise the feature might not work. So this was the first trick of this episode 2. In addition to that, I also want to show you, if the Smart Switch option doesn't show up, you can actually go to your cloud and account settings. You will get the Smart Switch option right in here. Next, under General Management Settings, you get this reset option and auto restart. That is, the Note 7 will restart automatically at set times to optimize the device, and this won't happen when you are actually using the device. You can set the time and the day. Restarting once in a week is enough to speed up the device, to clear up the RAM, and also fix any buggy software which might be running in the background and slowing down your Note 7. Now this 2016 Galaxy Note got this new feature called Secure Folder, and this is more or less Samsung Minox which you had on your S7 or the Note 5. You can still download the Samsung Minox application from the Play Store, and I also want to mention here Samsung removed the private mode. Now this Minox application is basically a profile within a profile, and the unlocking password is actually different from your lock screen password. Now if I click some images using the Knox camera application, these photos will only show up on the Knox gallery. The phone's gallery app won't have any trace of those images. So this is how you can maintain two profiles. You can separate your work and personal life. I also want to mention here, these Knox applications and Knox data are highly secured. They have been allocated some isolated space on the storage. Samsung is offering some enterprise level security using Minox. Now when I said a profile within a profile, that means a completely different Google account and a different set of applications, different Twitter, Facebook accounts, and When you set up the Minox, you can actually include some preloaded applications. Now this application locks automatically after 10 or 5 minutes, but you can lock manually. Secure folder is more or less same as Knox feature, and interestingly the unlocking password is different from your phone's unlocking password or your Minox password. With secure folder you can maintain a third profile on your Note 7, so this is totally crazy. This image won't show up on your Minox gallery or your phone's gallery. So you can maintain one profile for your work, one for your family, and another one for your secret life. And I suggest you to use this secure folder for your secret life because you can actually make this secure folder hidden. This application is also powered by Samsung Knox and you can lock it anytime. Now let me show you how can you make this secure folder application hidden. Just hit the settings menu, go to lock screen and security, scroll down to secure folder, put your password, and there you get the option. Disable it and there won't be any trace of this feature on your Note 7. So if someone tries to unhide this application, they have to actually put the password as well. So great thinking by Samsung. Friends, I hope that you are finding this video series very helpful. There will be total of 5 or 6 episodes and I really hope that you will consider subscribing and supporting this channel. I would really appreciate your support. Now you might already know you can double tap the home button anytime anywhere to launch the camera, and double tapping once again will actually flip the camera. This works even when the phone is locked and the screen is off. So this is basically the fastest way to launch the camera. You can also triple tap the home button to shrink the whole display to your right or left. This is mainly helpful for one-handed uses. This also minimizes the chance of dropping the Note 7 while using with one hand. To enable this feature, you have to go to your advanced features and there you will get an option called one-handed operation. Reduce screen size is the feature I have just shown you, and one-handed input is also very handy on the dial pad, on the calculator, unlocking pattern, and most importantly on the keyboard. Let me show you. There you get a smaller keyboard which is quite easy to type with one hand, and especially if you are using swipe input, this one-handed keyboard is a must. Next, I want to talk about the My Places feature on your Note 7. There you get the Edge panel strip which you can swipe and reveal the panels. You must already know you can download and rearrange these panels. This is the My Places feature I am talking about. This application is so nice guys. Depending on your location, some very handy shortcuts, some custom applications and settings will show up here. For example, when you are at home, your wife's or kid's number might pop up on the Edge panel, and you might also get your event reminders, like if you have any occasion today. If you are at work, your boss's number will show up, and when you are outside, this Edge panel might display your Uber or Google Maps applications. You need to of course set up your location and the applications. You can download these panels like your RAM status, your data uses. Some are preloaded like Task Edge, and the good thing is you can access to these applications from the Edge. No need to open in the application, that is, you can play music right away. No need to close the application you are already using. Now there is a shortcut to Samsung On Circle, that is, you can connect to other Samsung users who have joined On Circle, and they needs to be also in your contact menu. Now using On Circle, you can actually share content and chat directly, though Samsung removed some of the key features of this service. I will talk more about this feature on my upcoming episodes. Now I want to show you a very nice feature I personally like. Go to your accessibility setting, then Vision, Voice Label. With this you can record some instructions and tag those voice labels to some NFC stickers you can buy from the market. For example, if you work in a store, you can stick those NFC stickers to different boxes and assign some voice instructions, so next time when you tap your phone on those boxes, you will get an idea about what's inside or what a device do. And of course, this feature is extremely helpful for people with vision problems. There is a feature called universal switch, that is, you can use your camera on the front of the phone, perform some specific task. For example, if you open your mouth, you can actually go to your home screen. The camera will track your face, track your eyes, your mouth, your head movement. So just with a blink or moving your head down, you can bring down the notifications panel. I tried this feature and this works quite nicely under good lighting condition. There is also another feature called interaction control, which is quite handy in some cases. To enable this feature, you need to press and hold the volume down key and the home button for a while. What it does is it can actually disable touch on any area of the display. So if you disable the status bar while gaming, the notification panel won't show up, and this can also disable your navigation keys like your home button, your capacitive back and menu options, which is again very helpful in gaming. You can of course outline the area you wish to block from touch interaction. So while chatting, you can make only the keyboard area active and the other areas including your capacitive navigation keys are blocked from any touch interaction. So you can hold the phone as you wish. There is no accidental press, and to disable this feature, you need to again press and hold the volume down and the home button simultaneously. Now one thing very interesting is the touch disabled area is still accessible by S Pen. So if you are drawing or using the touchpad for typing, you can actually disable the whole screen. Now guys, let me quickly talk about the car mode, that is the mirroring feature on your Note 7. You can download the car mode from the Galaxy App Store or from your Galaxy Essentials widget. Then go to your connection setting, scroll down to more connection setting. There you will get this feature called mirror link, so enable this feature and you will get your car mode listed here. With the help of mirror link, you can actually mirror your device's screen on your car's display or just stick your Note 7 on the car's windshield. Let me now give you a quick tour of this very handy app. This is the UI, and here you can always say "Hi Galaxy" to launch S Voice anytime. In fact, all the application can be accessed using your voice. Robin.
Calling Robin mobile.
As you can see, there is a 3-second delay, and you can also write messages using your voice.
Okay, what is your message to Robin?
How are you?
Your message to Robin saying how are you is ready to send. Say send or cancel or replace to try again.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Now just below mirror link, you get another option called download booster. With this, you can use both your Wi-Fi and your mobile data simultaneously for downloading large files more than 30 MB, and as the name suggests, the downloading speed will be much higher. Now one of the many fancy hardwares on your Note 7 is the UV sensor at the back, which you can use to measure your heart rate, your stress level, and also the blood oxygen level, that is SpO2, which can denote the intensity of your exercise. There is an application preloaded called S-Health, which can be used for these measurements, and while you are using your camera, you can actually use this UV sensor as the camera shutter, which is extremely handy for taking selfies using the rear or the front cameras. When your device is flipped, you can actually reject incoming calls by putting your finger on the sensor for like 2 seconds. I will talk more about these features on my upcoming episodes. There you get the interface. You can measure all the things I have mentioned before. Just put any of your fingers and the measurement starts. It's very simple and also quite interesting. There you go, my blood oxygen level is 93%, which is not optimum but also not bad. You can of course use this application to track your everyday activities and also your diet. Now let me quickly discuss about a very old feature of Samsung called Smart Stay. With the help of the front-facing camera, the phone can actually track your eyes and the screen won't turn off as long as you are looking at it. So if you are browsing, if you are reading an ebook, no matter what is your screen timeout, the screen won't switch off. Now I'm not quite sure, but this Note 7 can actually use this feature using the iris scanner. If so, then this feature will work more accurately and also obviously in dark. Now go to your lock screen and security setting, other security settings and pin windows. This is a native Android feature, but I personally find this extremely helpful for gaming, for browsing, and also if I need to lend my phone to my friends for taking photos. This pin windows feature can actually lock my most recent application. There is an icon here, and once I click this, the application is pinned. I can access to different options, different settings within the application, but cannot actually close the app by pressing the home button or the power key. So this app is basically locked, and as I mentioned before, it's extremely handy in gaming. You won't accidentally close the game. To unlock this application, I need to press and hold both the capacitive buttons, that is the menu and back keys, for a while. But as you can see, the phone is back to the lock screen, so you can now lend your phones to your friends. No one can access to your personal data. So this pin windows feature is a must-know feature on your Galaxy Note 7. Well friends, we are at the end of this episode 2. The episode 3, 4 and 5 are on the way. I hope that you have really enjoyed this episode. You can find the link to the episode 1 in the description below. There is also a subscribe button, so if you think my effort is worth your time, you can actually subscribe to this channel and keep in touch. That's all for today guys. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Shukesh Banik and have a nice day.